before finding out the adulterants in foodstuffs and methods of detection in cereals and pulses. Turmeric, milk, tea leaves, chilies, oil, pure ghee and sweets. Let's give a quick study to what's adulteration in foodstuffs. Adulteration is a legal term referred to those food products that fail to meet the legal standards. Adulteration usually refers to addition or mixing other substance of an inferior and sometimes harmful quality with food or drink, in raw or prepared form, intended to be sold. In order to increase the quantity of that food item, but such act may result in the loss of actual quality of that food item. And if a food contains a poisonous or deleterious substance or food is consumed even after the expired date that may render it injurious to health, it is also termed as adulterated. Now as list of foodstuffs, here are the adulterants and methods of their detection. First, cereals and pulses. In cereals and pulses the adulterants are A. Foreign material, B. Insect presence, as insects feed on cereals and pulses. C. Kasari dal presence in pulses like arhar, masoor and chana. Method of detection. 1. For foreign material is: take 50 grams of the one of the required cereals or pulses. Pick up all foreign matter by hand or forceps. Weigh the amount and calculate the percentage of the foreign matter. It should not exceed 4% of the amount of main foodstuff. 2. For insect presence are two methods of detection. A. Take 50 grams any of the required cereals and pulses. Pick up all the damaged grains and calculate its percentage. The percentage should not exceed 1%. B. Put the grains in water. Damaged or infected grains float on the surface. Add enough water so that water is 1 inch above each of cereals or pulses. Infected grains float on the surface immediately. Separate quickly, with the help of strainer. Do it again 2 or 3 times. Calculate the percentage. It should not exceed 1%, otherwise, adulteration of foodstuff would be applicable here. 3. For the detection of presence of kasari dal in some pulses. Pick up the kasari dal which is triangular and gray-colored seeds. Calculate the percentages before. It should not exceed 1%. 2. Turmeric, haldi. In turmeric the adulterant is lead chromate. Its method of detection is: weigh 2 grams of turmeric powder, reduce it to white ash in crucible at 600 degrees Celsius for 4 hours. Let it cool at room temperature. Add 5 milliliters of 1.7% dilute sulfuric acid. And filter the solution. Add a few drops of 0.2% diphenyl carbazide, alcoholic. Pink color indicates the presence of sesame oil. Third foodstuff is milk. In milk the adulterants are: 1. Addition of water and removal of fat. 2. Presence of starch. Method of detection. For water added and fat removed is: specific gravity determination of milk by lactometer. Method of detection for starch presence, iodine test, is done. 4th, tea leaves. In tea leaves presence of artificial color is among adulterants. And there are 2 methods of detection is: 1. Place leaves on a white paper. The appearance of yellow and reddish over the paper will show the presence of artificially added color. 2. Shred a little shaked lime on glass plate. Sprinkle a little tea dust on the lime. Only, greenish-yellow color is due to the presence of naturally occurring chlorophyll. Any color, for example, red, orange etc., other than greenish-yellow, indicates the presence of coal tar dye. 5th foodstuff, chilies. In chilies the adulterants are colored sawdust, brick powder and talcum powder. The method of detection is: Make ash of a spoonful of chilies. Abundant amount of ash indicates adulteration. 6. Oil. In oil the adulterants are 1. Mineral oil, 2. Argan oil. The methods of detection are 1. Take 2 milliliters of sample. Add an equal amount of 2 milliliters alcoholic potash. Heat for 15 minutes in boiling water. Cool it at room temperature and add about 10 milliliters of water. Presence of turbidity indicates presence of mineral oil. 2. For argan oil, add in 1 milliliter of oil dilute nitric acid. If color appears, it indicates the presence of argan oil. 7th. Pure ghee. In it the adulterant is Vanaspati ghee, and its method of detection is the Boduduan test for the presence of sesame oil. To 5 milliliters of melted ghee add 0.1 grams of sucrose dissolved in 5 milliliters of dilute HCl. Shake well and keep for 15 minutes. A permanent pink color indicates the presence of sesame oil. 8th. Sweets. In sweets the adulterant is metanyl yellow, and the method of detection is dissolve a little sample in water, shake and transfer the water extract to another tube. Add dilute hydrochloric acid, HCl. A violet-red coloration indicates the presence of metanyl yellow.